So today we're making a simple coffee mug in Blender. So firstly we do Shift A and we get a sphere, and I basically, you can see what I do, and I go onto the wireframe. I then highlight that area. Basically I'm trying to highlight the bottom area so I can create the shape for our mug. And I will go on select and I'm gonna just delete those faces, and that essentially creates the space, sorry, the shape for our mug. We then go back into object mode, and I'm just basically now resizing the mug just so I can get the, get a perfect shape for it. So yeah, as you can see, I keep just sort of checking the angles. I'm trying to get like a nice decent shape, and then I shade it smooth. I then need to fill in that space at the bottom. So what I do is I shift and I select all the edges. Then I go to faces and I shade fill, and that just fills that space on the bottom there. You can also, with the grid fill, you can change like the offset and the amount. So that's what I do here. I change it to 7. I for inverse, and I just move it in a little bit. I for inverse again, and just move it in again. It's just me trying to make the shape for the bottom of my mug. I go back into object mode, and as you can see I created that space there. I'm then gonna add a solidify modifier to make it more thick. So yeah, you just keep checking to see if it's the perfect amount of thickness. I'm also going to add a subdivision surface modifier. That just makes it a little bit more smoother. You gotta also make sure you apply your modifiers as well. Now I'm basically gonna get a curve. Now essentially Shift A and I get a curve, I get a NURBS curve, and I'm gonna try to create the handle for our mug. So this is just by, using that curve and creating the shape of our handle. We go into edit mode and we can, use these dots to sort of adjust it. So I'm going to make it a bit smaller. And just again, I'm just going to essentially create the shape of our handle. After creating the shape of our handle, we are going to go to bevel and we're going to add more depth. So this is in the NURBS curve section, as you can see. We're going to add more depth to essentially make the handle more thicker. After that, you just, I'm just going to do a couple more adjustments on the actual handle itself to, make it perfect. So as you can see, that's the final result after making a couple of adjustments, which I did in object mode, and then we can shade it smooth as well. And that essentially creates the shape that is basically our coffee mug.